The normal workday is from 8:30 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. Now, it depends on your school, but the 3 schools I go to, there is no overtime for us. The ALTs leave at 4:15 and that's it. The normal teachers will have overtime and they will stay for overtime, and sometimes they don't even do anything, but they still sit there until like 8 p.m. and then they leave. Because I guess that's Japanese way of doing things. But for us ALTs, usually there's no overtime unless you have a really strict school. So yeah, usually it's 8-hour days. As for lunch is usually from 12:40 to 1:20, and it depends what kind of school you have. So my high schools, they all have cafeterias, and they have a pañasan, and they have like a pudding place that sells pudding and yogurt. But I never eat at the cafeteria because I bring my own lunch, but sometimes I do. The cafeteria sells stuff like ramen, katsudon, kareidon, karage, udon. They don't sell any vegetables, it's just like fried stuff and rice. So that's why I kind of got sick of it, and I started making my own lunches because I wanted veggies, and they literally have no veggies there. It's only meat and rice and noodles. But yeah, and the cafeteria is really cheap. It's like 300 yen, 400 yen, and you get a nice meal. If you are in elementary school and maybe middle school, I'm not sure, I think you have to eat with the students, and you can't bring your own lunch. The school like gives it to you, and then you pay every month for it. I think it's called chushoku or something like that, I don't know. But if you are teaching in a primary school, then yeah, you can't bring your own food and you have to eat with the students. If you have any like allergies or you need to follow a certain diet, then you need to tell the people a month in advance, because they make the menus a month in advance, and so that they can make that something for you. Yeah, like your special plate. So your first day at work, how was it gonna be? So I'll tell you how mine was. Basically, I arrived there a bit early. I arrived there around 8:15, and so when you first come in, like the staff room, you say "Ohayo gozaimasu" and you bow, and then you go to your desk. You always say "Ohayo gozaimasu." And then there's usually a meeting, a staff meeting that starts at 8:30 sharp. So make sure you always come around 8:20, 8:25, because the meeting starts at 8:30. Basically, during the meeting, you are going to be asked to do a self-introduction in Japanese, obviously. So practice one. It doesn't need to be long, it can be just 30 seconds. Hi, my name is Mira, I'm from Canada. I'll be your new ALT. I like this and this, and that's about it. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. You just need to introduce yourself and try to use some keigo since it's your first day. Yeah, so then you're gonna meet all the teachers. Most of them are busy. Actually, in August, you guys will be here in August, so there won't be any students. There may be some because there's like club activities, but during August it's the summer vacation, so you guys will be pretty bored for the first 2-3 weeks because there will be no students and you will have no classes. But during that time, you can take that time to like see how everything works, see how everything is, where everything is, meet the teachers, meet the vice principals, the secretaries and whatnot. A good thing to do is you can go walk around your school and see where everything is, because my school is an absolute maze. It took me a couple weeks to understand the directions of everything, and I always kept on getting lost and whatnot. Also, during those 2-3 weeks that you'll be at school, take a look at the books that you're going to be using and get familiar with them. It's pretty easy stuff. It's not hard at all. Like, I mean, I'm in high school. I don't know what primary and middle school students do, but the high school ones, we just follow the books, like exercise per exercise, so it's really easy. But yeah, so souvenirs. You don't need to bring the souvenirs on the first day. I'd say the first week or the first couple of weeks is fine. What I did is I brought, so I have one principal and two vice principals. So I brought like 3 bags of like good stuff and I gave them to them. And then for the staff, I brought like 3 boxes of maple syrup cookies from Canada. And then I put it on the table and they could take it themselves. And then for the English teachers, I gave them a little bag of chocolate and stuff, like chocolates and candies from Canada. So you don't have to give it to everybody, you can choose who you want it to, but I think the most people you should give souvenirs to are the principal and the vice principals and at least a couple of English teachers. Try to find something that anybody can take, you know, if you decide to give it to the whole staff. So like a box of cookies is awesome because they can just take one and one and one and one. But if you guys have anything else, then bring that. Japanese people love food. They love food from other countries, so they'll be really happy if you do bring food. Yes, and if you do decide to give a souvenir to every single staff member, then you should email your supervisor beforehand to know how many people are at that school. So in my case, there is 75 teachers, I think, something like that, 70-ish teachers, so that's why I bought 3 boxes of cookies, because that would do for everyone. So as I said before, you'll be there in August, so the teachers will be, some of them will take vacation, some of them will come to school, it depends, you will find out. On your day off, like on weekends, go explore your neighborhood. Go see where the supermarkets are, the pharmacy, the bank, I don't know, recycle shop, the hospital, the clinic, the police station. Go see where everything is, so that if something happens, you know where to go. Also, you should find out where to go in case of emergencies. Usually it's primary schools because they have big yards and everybody gathers there, but find out where it is because this is an earthquake country, so you do want to know where to go in case a natural disaster does happen. Like today there was a big earthquake and then it was a 5.6 magnitude and then the whole building started shaking and the epicenter was in Saitama, so we felt it the worst. So make sure you know what to do. Unfortunately it just lasted about 10 seconds or so, so that was okay and nothing got broken, but do be careful and do know where to go. Also prepare yourself an emergency kit in your apartment or also your school, so that if a big one does happen, then you have something to grab to help you and to protect you. There will be a welcome party for you. It's usually just the English teachers. You may have other staff that comes, but basically for the welcome party, enjoy yourself, drink, and prepare a speech, because Japanese people love speeches. So if you go to a party with your co-workers, prepare a speech. Thank you so much for inviting me here, and thank you for your hospitality and whatnot. Prepare a nice speech, a good 2-minute one maybe, because they love speeches and they love to hear speeches. Also, I don't know about municipal jets because I'm not one, but prefectural jets get their transportation paid. So if you drive a car, they will pay for your gas. If you drive a bicycle, they will give you like 800 yen a month for like bicycle maintenance. And if you take the bus or the train, they will give you the exact amount that you used in your next paycheck.